Hey, something came up this week. It's very, very important, especially for you guys that run smaller machines, which is a lot of you that I cater to. You guys with ZTs, SG40s, 252s, 362s. You know what I'm talking about, from the smaller horsepower all the way up to like 38 horsepower gas. There's a big problem going on right now. There's a gas motor shortage. Some of you are going to say, I don't know, particular engines there's shortages. Like on an SG or ZT, there's a 38 horsepower. Factory would not let them out from Bandit. I have a very close friend of mine that blew an engine, and it's just something's going on with engines now. I think it was during COVID that the quality control went down. I've heard that on Vermeers there's been a lot of problems with the Briggs motors, and we test tried one last year, and I found some quality control issues on it, and linkages misaligned, linkages twisted, brand new machines. Just factory problems, people putting together stuff like garbage, or maybe there's somebody on production line that replaced due to COVID. They got new people that, after some people do a job for a long time, they get really good at it. And some people, when they're brand new at it, you're the guy that got it built on a Monday. Just saying that. Doesn't matter who the manufacturer is. Even in cars, Chevys, Fords, whatever. There's problems in everything on production, right? So there's some things you need to be aware of in that, to where like on the 38 horsepower fuel injector motor, couldn't even get one from a factory. Called, scoured the United States, found one, and should be on its way this week. I think it's like $4,600. Now, some of you guys with the older 252s, there's the Kohler motors. There's a shortage of them too. But if you hunt around pretty hard, you can find one, But there are some alternatives you need to be aware of, like not for the ZTs or the SG40s, but for your older machines like a 252 or something like that, or ones that ran the Vanguard 35 horsepower, there are some alternatives. Harbor Freight has a Predator motor. It's cheaper, and I'm going to put some links to a guy that builds them up like hot rod engines, and he changes rods, things like that in them. Matter of fact, if you blow a motor, or a motor gets weak and goes out on you, don't throw it away. There's people looking for them to rebuild them, right? Or you could send it out to a smaller machine shop and have it rebuilt. I'm going to put a link to another guy that sells parts to boost these motors up. And I'm not telling you to boost your motor, but I'm just saying there are supplies out there for you. All right, just beef it up. Forget about trying to get, tremendous horsepower stuff. You want dependability, right? I found there's another motor out there, another motor company out there also, and it's named Duramax, all right? Not Duramax Diesel or whatever, it's just named Duramax. And the same thing, the guy has a video on a brand new, I think it's like 35 or 38 horsepower engine. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to it. I don't know these motors. I'm just giving you that if you're stuck, there may be an alternative, all right? And I'm not going to go on forever in this video, but there's something else you need to be aware of. If you have a machine and it's running well, right? First thing I want you to do this week is put a new air filter in it, all right? Basically, a gasoline engine is just an air pump, all right? So you got to have air coming in, and then there's air going out, which is exhaust, intake and exhaust. So, new air filter in it. And another thing is, change your oil every 100 hours. I know some of you are going to throw up a flag. Back 20 years ago when I had my 252, I put Walmart Supertech oil in it. I didn't put AMS oil or all these high-end oils. I ran synthetic, 10W30 in it. Do you know, even my Vermeer dealership asked me, how did I get that many hours out of it? I got 1,800 hours of grinding at it. And I sold the machine to a guy that ran it for another 2 years. Right? I don't know how many hours or whatever. It got into an accident on the trailer, and that was the end of the machine. So I don't know what the hours are then, but I got 1,800 hours. And Vermeer used to look at me, how the hell are you getting that? Because the average life expectancy of the 27 horsepower, 35 horsepower Vanguards and all, on average, don't throw rocks at me, I'm just telling you an average. Guys are getting 750 to 1,000 hours out of them. All right? That's just the average. You can get more, and some guys might not ever change the oil and get a lot less. All right, so oil's your blood. Got to change it. Put a quality, and if you think I'm being stupid about the Walmart SuperTech full synthetics what I ran, I can make a whole story about oils, but you know what? There's another guy on YouTube that tests the oil and all. And it's a very, very good oil. I'm not propping up anybody or anything, but put what you want in it. The most important thing is that you change it at 100 hours. Right? In the very beginning, when you buy a brand new engine, they recommend a high zinc oil. Right? And I'm not going to go into the science of it, but the zinc helps with metal-to-metal contact, and you can go search on YouTube and you can learn about it. This guy's video that I'm going to post on here about this different brand of motors, he uses an additive in this, just a little bit in it, okay? And it's a zinc additive, basically. That's what you're adding to it. All right. Enough with the zinc stuff. Another thing, all right, so we got your oil, we got your air cleaner. You have to be aware of this. You're running an air-cooled engine, all right? That means it doesn't have a radiator like a car does and stuff. It's air-cooled. That motor is cooling by the air flowing by it, all right? In the front not where your clutch side is, the other side. Well, if you pull that cover off, and I know this is simple stuff to some of you guys saying, why are you even talking about it? There is a fan underneath there that circulates the air that goes across those fins on the engine. That's how the motor is cooling. If you have a smaller machine and you're involved in grinding a big stump and it's hot out there, do me a favor, shut down after no more than an hour and a half. Let the motor rest for 10, 15 minutes while you drink a water or a pop or whatever, or do your raking. Let the motor rest, all right? Then start up. Give it 15 minutes of rest. So basically, for every hour and a half you're grinding hard with it, give it 15 minutes of rest. Your motor will last a lot longer, okay? Heat kills these things, all right? Same thing, I'm an old motorcycle guy. Not anymore, but old, Now they have oil coolers. Technology has gone fantastic. But back in the day, it's just air-cooled. What killed the motorcycle was idling, all right? It would get hot. It needs air flowing past the fins. It didn't have a fan on it like your smaller motors do on your stuff, all right? So if you have a lawnmower, a stump grinder, anything that's running an air-cooled motor, an hour and a half, 2 hours, shut her down for 15, 20 minutes. Let her cool off while you cool off. Both of you will last longer. Just saying, all right? So that's advice from an old guy. Right? Oh, another thing. I've seen machines out there. I drive past tree companies all the time. If you've got an older machine, wash it once a week. Clean the grease off of the motor and off those fins. Wash it down, all right? It will make a difference. Even the grease, the dirt and mud and all that stuff all around the machines and lawnmowers and stuff, it holds in the heat. It'll help kill you. All right. So, cleanliness is next to godliness. There's a reason why they say it. Right? Anyway, it's a short video. You saw the picture of the dog. That was one of the last sticker winners. Wonderful person. And before I shut this off, I want to tell you something. Some of you guys belong to forums, the same ones I'm on. I can't be on it all the time to answer questions. If you've got a question and you feel like that some of these forums guys jump on you and basically beat the crap out of you with words, you can send me an email. If I can answer it, I'll answer it. If I can't, I'll send you in a direction or something. I'll just be honest with you, okay? There's no stupid question. I don't care. I mean, your lawn company or whatever, it could be a question about life or whatever. There's no stupid question. If you got no one else to ask, you can ask me. I'll give you my 2 cents. All right. I'm your favorite bad uncle. Let's just say that. All right. I won't always say it to you nicely, but yeah, I will. Sure, the old me wouldn't, but yeah, the new me will. I'm not like those guys. I saw some terrible stuff this week on the forums. Guys ripping each other a new. Oh my gosh! I'm sorry if you got kids watching. They were ripping. There was terrible things said in there, and guys were cutting down people that work part time or starting a business. Well, you know what? Someone started out somehow. You just didn't start out. Bam! I'm full time. I'm doing whatever. You know. So I'm here for you no matter what you want to do. Be a painter, carpenter, flipping houses, whatever. I've done them. Oh, I've incorporated a lot of it in my life to become successful like I am. All right. I don't fly around and drive a Maserati and Ferrari or whatever. I'm just you, the guy next door that did well. That's all I am. And I want you to do well. Other guys want to see you freaking fail. They do. There's people in this world that are happier if you fail. You know, people don't want to tell you that. You know, they don't want to spread this. They don't want to. People are happier to spread news of your misfortune than you doing well. Remember that. That was taught to me by a best buddy of mine. You know, his daughter went to medical school, became a doctor, making, you know, not a regular doctor, freaking eye surgeon. All right? I said, well, congratulations, you got a medical school. No, I don't want to tell too many people. Why? He said, people count on, you know, you failing. So I want to wait till my daughter's done, da-da-da-da. And I scratched my head. I said, well, why you say now you should be happy your father, you accomplished this. She got there to the point. She's accepted to medical school. She's going to do well. You know, you've done well in life. You're paying for it. She's going to graduate with no debt. Da-da-da-da-da. So no, people live to see you fail. And it always hit me wrong. And then as he opened my eyes, I realized people are happy if you fail. I'm happy if you succeed because I accomplished my mission in life. My mission in life before I die is to see as many of you become blue-collar millionaires. That's just my mission. Even my mother says I shouldn't talk about it. It's true. I want you to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. God bless you. See you on the next one.